Okay, hello everyone. Oh, it has been a while. Um, I am back with a new. Well, I was about to say new video, but new stream. Hope everyone is doing good. What is this? Okay. I'm glad that we have been able to return. If you are on Kick, I have. You would see that I'm going through a little bit of a rebrand again. I don't mean to. I'm just going to check the audio to make sure everything's good. Alright, so it sounds like the audio on the game is fine. It's not overwhelming my mic. My mic is turned up like full. And the game volume is turned down pretty low, so we'll see what happens. So Krusty Krab, what's going on? Welcome on in. It is I don't want to say the last rarity, but we are getting very close to the end of the SummerSlam 2025 run. If you do play Supercard and you've noticed the update today, and then obviously SummerSlam Rocks is done. It is no longer showing up on the home screen. We did get a Boom update as well. So it looks like we've got on the women's side JC Jane and Alexa Bliss. And then we have Axiom and then Bronson Reed. But the Shula Fala next rarity on the 17th. Yes, that would be the tarot cards. So I believe that is going to be the last rarity of this season, or the second to last. Because season 12 should be popping up in November at some point. So I did find out today it's the last rarity. Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured after SummerSlam we'd get at least one more. And I did find out today that apparently the CM Punk rarity draft board is going until the 10th. So until next Wednesday, probably at the store reset, which would be 1 p.m. my time. I think it's 1 p.m. in general. I think it's like a universal time there for everyone. And then the WCW cards, they are available 5 per account, not including the Dusty Rhodes card. And then, of course, the Isaiah Maxwell. Thank you for the follow. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the WCW cards. So they're only giving us 5 per account on the draft board. But the big thing is, I think, which is the better card out of all of it, is this Omos card. Almost 50k in power. Obviously, that is going to be the top of the top with Codebreaker. So that would be like rank number 1. I'm just going to get through this preamble here of Codebreaker. I just wanted to show off Omos. But more cards to dust, so. This will be my first time playing Codebreaker. I'm kind of, I have a feeling it might end up like PCC or Last Man Standing for me, where I get like within, I think PCC I got like rank 2000 something. So that might be where I get with Omos, but that rank number 1 Omos is insane. That is pretty insane stats. So, be interesting to see where we go with that. But tonight, the point is the WCW objectives. I have already completed 2 out of 5. So I'm in the middle of doing the PvP, the Boom, and the Super Move are the only ones that I have left. And again, CM Punk is available up until the 10th of September, so next Wednesday. I got CM Punk, but I did it through Fastlane, which I kind of regret. Now that I think about it, I'm just going to go into PvP here. Knowing now that CM Punk is going to be available for another week. Damn it. Yeah, okay. We're okay. I'm almost thinking now I should have gone with the Trish Stratus card, because that's the only signature card I never ended up getting. I know she was available through Walk the Ropes, which unfortunately I never got. But they did put in the Superstore, is it the mixed bag? Where you could get all of the, basically all of the cards, including Tights and Titans. I believe the signature is in there. You can get Abyss, Tyrese. Basically a lot of the cards that have previously been like in events or even in the backstage on the website. Yeah, I never got Trish. I'm very close to the second Julia out of the Battle Pass. A little bit of a controversy surrounding that when it was first revealed. A lot of people are calling it AI. But that was quickly debunked. It's just animated really well. Julia just looks really good. No AI needed. The only thing I will say about the WCW event is I've only found one card so far in the draft board, and I've maybe used up like over 100 draft picks, and I've only found one card, and that was a Stevie Ray, I think. Is it Stevie Ray? I think so. I have him in the shop. Or not in the shop, in the Performance Center, which was updated. I happen to like the update to the Performance Center. No, with the way that the draft board is being done or being used for these WCW cards and just other cards in general, I find that they are kind of being a bit more free-to-play friendly. Again, I wasn't a fan of the Talatonga release, that you had to use credits in order to get not only 2 Talatongas, but the Ulafala. Which the Ulafala is in the equipment packs. There is a chance to get that in the store. I think, what is it, a pack is like 950 credits. But if you saved your super coins through SummerSlam Rocks, I would definitely highly recommend getting the mixed bag, because it has basically all of the almost all of the special edition, including the anniversary cards. So there is a chance to get those. Granted, and I mean, super coins are easy to come by, while the chances do suck. I got a lot of the Liv Morgan Invasion, the Christmas themed Invasion card. I think I got like 5 copies of those, and I dusted 4. I mean, the odds with that are pretty much the same as if you spent credits, but super coins are easier to come by. Once we're done this Elimination Chamber run, I'll go open a pack, because I do have some super coins I can spend. Make sure everything is still working okay. I couldn't connect to Kick at one point tonight, which is weird. I've had issues with that lately, where it just won't connect. Well, I say lately, but I haven't streamed in like almost forever. Alright, so we go to the Superstore. And yeah, these are being replaced by Clash in Paris cards. And we'll probably get some of those in the backstage as well. Yeah, mixed bag. If you go in here, you can get the foil Tights and Titans, Shaq. Oh no, I guess you can't get the anniversary cards in this. I was wrong. But you can get like Abyss, Ethan Page, Macho Man, Blake Monroe. Basically, if you missed any cards with Tights and Titans, they are in here. Like, I think I'm missing Naomi. No, I got Naomi. I'm missing CM Punk. I don't have a Cody Rhodes, I don't think. And I definitely don't have Steve Austin. So if you missed Shaq during the draft board, they are in here. And then in the offers, when you go down to equipment, so you do have a chance to get Shaq's decks, the Ulafala, the Tights and Titans equipment. So the Charisma, Speed, Toughness, Power, Macho Man's Crown, and yeah, and then you can get the Ulafala. Probably won't include Dominic Mysterio's Chicken Nuggies, the Pipe Bomb, the John Cena's Pipe Bomb, and the Julia's Mask. It probably won't include that. And sorry, something special. This one here for $450. The WCW cards. 2 out of the 3 anniversary cards. These Luchador cards that were backstage exclusive, or were the web store exclusive, And then, obviously, all of the signature cards that include the Rey Mysterio, Batista, Dominic, Eddie. Batista, Dom, and Eddie you got through SummerSlam Rocks. And then Scott Hall, or Razor Ramon, Ray, JC Jane, and Trish were all available through the little mini games. Trish is the only one that I don't have, which I guess is okay. I think my women's roster is pretty stacked. And then, yeah, obviously you won't get the Zelina Vega and you won't get the CM Punk because they are limited edition. And then the next limited edition will be the Lex Luger WCW card that is coming out in, I think, 2 weeks or something like that. Coming soon, but not too soon. And then Codebreaker will be available, or will start tomorrow. So if I do get a chance to stream, I will probably be streaming that. And we have a super move. So I'm going to use it with AJ Styles. In AJ Styles equipment, there wasn't in there either. In the little equipment pack. Because of the Battle Pass. And if you haven't gotten it yet, I would definitely recommend the Battle Pass. Get yourself that Julia card and her equipment, and then the rest of the lovely credits and super coins that come with it, and then any extra cards, especially if you are looking to level up, because we're getting into a new rarity. So actually, I think the this battle pass that is out now is timed really well, because the next battle pass is clearly going to be the next rarity. It will feature a card from that rarity. And it looks like a couple have already leaked online. I think JC Mateo was one, and then there was another one. But I can't remember what it was. Let's see if I can find it. Because I know it was leaked earlier. Somewhere. I don't remember who leaked it. Because I've seen it. All I know is it was JC Mateo and somebody else. Oh man, what the hell? No, it wasn't there. But anyways, yeah, I know one of them is going to be JC Mateo. Now I think there's a Dominic one too. I think. I think it's in one of the, I think it might be in the marked in the calendar. The daily login calendar. Have a look after we clear this draft board. Still no other WCW cards. Nope. Ridge Holland that I already have. Oh well. You can dust more cards and get super coins out of it. Okay. Oh, I completed something. Completed an objective of some kind. Oh, why is it on draft pack? Oh. Okay, I know why. That's fine. Technically, I guess I could find another CM Punk in the rarity draft board. It's still probably out there. One would assume. Okay, so we got some super coin or credits, which is not much. It's fine. Mailbox. So we go to daily login. Yeah, so next week the limited edition Lex Luger will probably have some objectives or some way to unlock that. And then, yeah, beat the Oracle event, which I'm assuming is going to be like Paul Heyman. I'm guessing. And then, yeah, Dominic Mysterio Tarot card becomes available. So that'll be maybe draft board. Or it'll go into like one of the mini games. Walk the ropes or something like that. Yeah, so we are getting Dominic Mysterio, and there is a JC Mateo. So we'll just have to see what comes next. But I will say, enjoy these SummerSlam cards while you have them, because I have a feeling that the new rarity is going to be a bit higher stats and are going to like obliterate the SummerSlam cards stat-wise. Especially the any of the ones that are going to be in like Reign Domination and Road to Glory. Once you get the heroic versions of those cards, their stats are gonna be insane. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share with the stream. Let people know that we're live. Helps out the algorithm. If you're watching on Twitch, it doesn't cost you a dime if you are on Amazon Prime. To go ahead and give a good old sub, good old subscribe. All right. Should have probably gone with AJ Styles there. 4,000 or 40,000. Oh god. 43,000 limited edition CM Punks. Probably about 44 now. Yeah, the base SummerSlam cards are now like the worst. You gotta get the signature or the cards you get from like Road to Glory, Ring Domination, those kind of cards. And no, I did not get Jey Uso. I opted to skip Jey Uso. Which, I mean, I guess I could have gone for him, but I just didn't feel like it. Omos, though, I might definitely make a run for. Just for those stats alone. Once I figure Codebreaker out too, like, I might not end up getting that card, to be honest. Once I figure Codebreaker out, because I've never played it before. Although I'm thinking I might skip it and save my credits for the Flash War Games and Flash Giants Unleashed. Because those will probably be the last SummerSlam cards. Which that is next week. So which means that come the 17th, the Ring Domination and the Road to Glory are going to be the new rarity. Are going to be the tarot cards. Or whatever they're going to end up calling them. So it would probably be better off to save the credits for them and just to skip Omos. I mean, I'm never going to come across those in PvP. So. And who knows, the tarot cards, the stats from the tarot cards might blow Omos out of the water. We'll see. I mean, getting rank number 1 is nearly impossible. Because I'm sorry, but I need sleep. So, I'm not going to pull all-nighters trying to get Omos. Trying to stay at rank number 1 to get Omos. That is not happening. So, yeah. And plus, I don't feel like spending a whole lot of money either. Knowing how I'm going to end up. Well, you know, there's 5 WCW cards, but the odds of getting them are insane. Granted, the CM Punk, the odds of getting CM Punk were the exact same. One of the reasons why I decided to go with Fastlane to try and get those cards. And try and get that card. I don't know how everyone else is feeling about the new Performance Center update, but I don't mind it. I like the new update to the Performance Center. I think the fact that you get rewarded for keeping cards in the Performance Center, I think is pretty cool. Like right now, I've got my Rhea Ripley, so I can that I've pro'd recently. I've got my Stevie Ray, and then once we get to a certain amount of points, we get not only those level train ups, but you also get, once you hit 500, you get variant versions of the train ups. Then you also get match train ups as well. So there is like, you don't have to spend a whole lot. You just have to kind of leave your be willing to leave the cards in the Performance Center for however long. And it's not like they're like forcing you to spend credits either. Like I've seen people like complain online, like they're getting you to spend credits, blah blah blah, and it's like, no, you don't have to spend credits. Like it's only 100 credits to add, and I normally just worry about the matches more than the levels. But I'm willing to sacrifice a card to the Performance Center to get that up, so that we can get those rewards. Because those rewards in the end will make sure that you don't have to spend a whole lot of credits. Or if you're smart with the train-ups, you don't have to necessarily use them. Or use the Performance Center. You just use those train-ups. Like it's... I don't know. People are weird. And just fucking enjoy it. Like... doesn't cost you anything to just enjoy it. But I also am online a lot more than what I should be. So part of that's my fault. I am online way too much than I should be. Eventually on stream, I will run through some of the team-based stuff, like the team Road to Glory or the team Ring Domination. Because they normally pop up once the regular events are done. And with the kind of the team that I have, like there's only like 4 or 5 of us that are actually active. Which kind of sucks. It is what it is. It's funny, I've played so much Supercard, I've kind of forgotten that WWE 2K25 is a thing. Completely skipped my mind to ever go back to that game. Alright. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I will BRB in just a moment. I need to grab a drink. The hydration time goal of today is to finish the Heroic Road to Glory. I've already started with getting through Valor. So the rest of Valor, we have WrestleMania, then we have Unhinged, and then we can get the Heroic upgrade. For the second Andrade card we have, then we can pro it, and it would basically be the same as JC Jane. So, and a couple of other things is that I've added 2 more team members to my team. So now I'm at 40, or 4, sorry, not 40. Over here. Tavares and Austin BPG are the 2 new team members, and then as well Deadman89. But that was before I made. That was of course this one here on the right that you can see was made before. So one thing I'm also going to include in the description of the VOD is the 3 locker codes. Well, technically it's 2. So, Shack Attack, which is the one that you can redeem. And then the second you can actually put onto WWE 2K25. So it is Unhinged 25. The I is a 1. You can put onto 2K25, and you can put onto, obviously, Supercard. And it looks like I got a message here. Yeah, the Shaq card isn't too bad. Yeah, Shaq is actually one of the, probably once you pro him, you get the gear. He's actually a pretty decent card. Probably one of my better cards, honestly. But let's get into it. And we're also going to do PvP as well. Just in case we don't have enough to... in case we need some bouts to cover. Anyways. Didn't quite like that. Because they don't match up quite as well. PvP, I've kind of been lacking a lot, honestly, this week because of Reign Domination and Road to Glory. I've mostly been spending time on that. I actually haven't even done a lot of Boom either, so I might do some of that. But yeah, a lot of my top 8 cards are very good. We'll do Abyss and AJ for the tag team. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this the last stream, but the card shop and super store where you can spend your super coins. You have an Evolution, JC Jane, Evolution, Tiffany Stratton. The JC Jane one is interesting because it feels like we just got the JC Jane card that everybody should have. The one from Giants Unleashed and War Games. So this week, Thursday, we will have Last Man Standing, which is probably going to be Talatonga based, or it'll give us one of the newer design Unhinged cards, kind of like what they did with Karrion Kross, or it'll be the Legally Kaiser for those that didn't get it during the PCC. So they should probably announce that either the day before, or maybe they'll announce it at some point tomorrow. And if you haven't claimed it already, do not forget that the Tank Ledger helmet is the daily strength reward. If you've gotten all of your daily streak rewards until today, you claim today's and you can get that equipment. Okay. If you are using... Ah, crap. There we go. Gotta go back to live. A lot has happened lately in the world of pro wrestling. We had Clash in Paris this past weekend. which was a show that featured a couple of matches that probably didn't need to be on the show. The Wyatt Six and Street Profits was one of those matches. And then the Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella match. One of the worst women's matches I've ever seen. That match was god-awful. I'm sorry. If there are any Nikki Bella fans out there, but she should have never been in that match. And that is unfortunately a result of you dropping a diva into the current, or I guess modern women's division. You're going to get a match like that. Like, I know there's a lot of people pining for, well, what if Kelly came back and she wrestled so-and-so, or, you know, the Bellas came back and they wrestled, you know, Liv and Raquel, or, you know, or whoever. And it's like, no. And what people don't realize is that the major difference is that the women today are expected to work. The quote-unquote divas were never expected to work. Except for Natty. Natty was like the only one during that time that could actually like work a proper match. Beth Phoenix to a degree. But like Beth came in kind of during the like very tail end of the Trish, Lita, Mickie James era. But Becky and Nikki was god-awful. And Nikki was the woman that was supposed to wrestle Liv at Evolution. Cena versus Logan Paul was very entertaining. I thought that was a really great match. And then the Fatal 4-Way was a Fatal 4-Way. The 4-Way match was okay. I think they are kind of priming LA Knight to finally go on his main event run. Which is another thing I know people have been pining for. Have been like complaining on X about like, why is LA Knight not in the main event? Why is he not world champion? So hopefully they'll put him into more main event matches. Because if anyone can make LA Knight look good, it's probably Seth. I think the most staggering statistic to come out of that match was the fact that CM Punk and Seth Rollins have had 21 matches. I guess 22 now, including Clash in Paris. I guess 22 matches featuring the both of them since probably since late 2024. I'm trying to remember when their very first match was. It wasn't on Netflix. So I think maybe 2024 they had a couple of matches. Like the tail end of that year. Because I know like as soon as the Drew McIntyre stuff was over and the War Games stuff was when Seth and Punk really started to go one-on-one and really start their feud, which needs to come to an end. I'd like to see Seth and Punk have a blow-off match where they take, you know, a few months to separate from one another. And then I guess, unfortunately, the Raja Jackson thing is still a big story. I think I mentioned that last time I streamed, which was like, what, 2 weeks ago? 2 or 3 weeks ago now? That's how long it's been since, like, it's been a story. Maybe it wasn't 2 or 3 weeks ago when I streamed last, but there have been takes on that story. Certain people, especially within the wrestling business, have said who they think is at fault. I'm going to still go with the fact that it was Rampage Jackson's son's fault. And the fault of the promoter, but more so Raja, because Raja is the one that tried to unalive a person on a live stream. Let's keep that in mind as well. That was live streamed. Unfortunately, there is nothing alleged about that. Yeah, there's nothing alleged about that. Like, that was live streamed. And the result of that is, of course, Rikishi's school losing their WWE ID status, which is justified. Because if I were the WWE, I wouldn't want to be associated with that place right now. I don't care who the owner is. I would want to stay as far away from that shit as possible. But I also say, look, you know, let's wait and see what happens. But if I were Triple H or Nick Khan, I'd be telling Rikishi, get your house in order. Get your house in order and figure shit out, man. Because, you know, you just cost a lot of students in that in that school and others, you know, a shot at the WWE, which I'm sure definitely a lot of people still want. And, like, let's face it, like, a lot of indie guys would, I'm sure, love a shot with the WWE. Yeah, all I will say is that you know, this is a lesson. It's a lesson for any schools that want to you know, want to do things like that where it's not and, like, I guess it would also be to, like, I think WWE as well also has to put in some regulations with a lot of these places. It's like if you are letting an indie promotion if you are signing an indie promotion, that you know, like, some shit goes down. And it may not be 100%. I don't know if on the level is the right thing to say, but there needs to be regulations. Like if they are assigning a school or an indie promotion, I think there needs to be, look, you can't, these are the rules that you have to abide by. Anything that, like the Raja Jackson thing, needs to be, like, if they're going to have somebody like Raja on, for example, like, there should be an immediate phone call to Triple H or Nick Khan or whoever and be like, hey, just so you know, this person is going to be on our show, and especially if you're somebody that is maybe filling in for the regular promoter, because obviously Rikishi was not there. Maybe go, hey, like, I'm not usually the person that runs the shows. Like, how do you want me to go about addressing this? And obviously the first thing you're going to want to do is wise him up to what goes on. I think that was a mistake, was not... Because as soon as you noticed he was there, as soon as he introduced himself, you knew there was a camera on him. They should have immediately been like, okay, let's turn the camera off, or the camera is not allowed back here. Like, you are to stay in the crowd, that's it, kind of thing. And if he wasn't willing to do that, then you kick him out. And say, look, well, I don't care who your friend is. Like, these are the rules. And if you don't want to follow them, you are going to leave. I don't care who your father is. And Rampage has been in the business. Rampage has worked for TNA. Granted, I don't think he ever wrestled a match, but I mean, come on. Like, are we really gonna... I think there's a lot of people that are to blame. Maybe Psycho Stu, but Stu also apologized. Like, there's video of Psycho Stu apologizing to Raja Jackson. I think, like, he apologized to him like on three different occasions. I think one of the occasions is on video. It was like he apologized to him, like it shouldn't have gone further. But I think Raja was being gaslit by his chat, because he kept live streaming. So I think he was being gaslit by his chat, which obviously I think fueled the fire, because he kept saying something like I'm not a bitch, like you can't like you can't call me a bitch and all this stuff, and it's like, okay, dude, like, you need to, like, whoever his handler was needed to chill him out. But thankfully Psycho Stu is okay. I think they're keeping him off of the internet and not telling him what happened. Because I think the fear is that it's going to set back his recovery. And I'm just going off of what I've heard. Is that they're keeping him off of Twitter, off of the internet. Which is good. Because I think for now, the less he knows about what happened, the better, until he's, like, recovered. Till he's, like, out of the hospital and there's no, like, immediate... like, immediate danger of him, like, you know, losing it. Not that he would, but they don't want to, like, set back his recovery. But that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't really want to go into it further. And we now have the Becky Lynch. So I can now pro this Becky Lynch card. I can now pro this card. Where is she? Yeah, but I don't have the other one, though. So we will go back to the Performance Center. Earn matches. Where is Becky? There she is. And I will spend the credits and put her there and get the points. So I'm at 50 points out of 250, which will give us some train-ups once we reach it. So I think the rewards are decent. Yes, you are going to have to spend credits if you put more than one superstar in each slot, or in each section. Which it's 100 to get your cards going. Like, come on. But I think that is going to be it. For tonight. I will probably be back tomorrow. I don't even know like when I'm working tomorrow, but we'll probably go through some Code Breaker. I want to see just what that mode is going to be like, and hopefully we can try and get Omos, but I might really just skip Omos, honestly. We'll see. But with that being said, thank you all for joining me. If you are on Twitch, give me a follow. If you have Amazon Prime, it doesn't cost you a dime to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That would help the algorithm, help me get noticed a little bit more. And then if you're on Kick, make sure you follow. And don't be afraid to subscribe.